Hi all, CJ and Puppy Dog here. I hope you're all okay. I hope you're enjoying the warmer weather, if you like the warmer weather, in the UK. I've completely forgotten what my video today is about. Yes, I've remembered. Duh. Having had fibromyalgia for 42 years, what I've learned myself, or the conclusions I've come to myself, are that I need to learn how to manage my own symptoms, know what the symptoms are, because it's far more than just pain and fatigue. Just pain and fatigue. We're talking about 30 at least symptoms that form part of the syndrome that is fibromyalgia. Now, I'm not saying for 1 second go and tell your doctor what to do, but I think it's a good idea to have a good hold on what your particular symptoms are, because as we know, everybody's are different, and to know when those are. So for example, my I'm doing so brilliantly, aren't I? My, what's it called, pulse, my pulse is 61 beats per minute. At rest, it's 61. So when it's the paramedics or whoever are saying, oh, it's 78, that's fine. It's not fine for me, because that's high. My core temperature is 36.5. So when it's up a couple of degrees, as far as the health professionals are start that again. As far as the health professionals are concerned, it's not high. But for me, I know it is high. So what I'm really trying to say is, if we can work out ways of managing our symptoms as best as we can at home. Now, I am not saying for 1 second that we ignore chest pain or we ignore a possible urine infection. No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I would like to build up for you a list of things that I've found have helped me. And the first one I wanted to really talk about is, it is a big one, stress. Now, I have so much going on right now. My dad is very ill. My puppy dog is very poorly. My MOT failed on my car. I need my car. I have to have my car to get around. I can't do without it. So one of those things is stressful enough, let alone 3. Now, no, you wouldn't go to the doctors with that, because they'll just say, go and exercise. I can't for the life of me exercise. I was shuffling some cards the other day, literally for less than a minute. and my hands were really hurting. So, as I say, I think building up a list of things that we can do. Now, the other thing is, I don't know if you're the same as me. When I'm caught up in all the pressure, all the stress, the tension, I forget the absolute basics. So maybe it would be good if we had a drawn up list that we could look at and put on our fridges, or I don't know, this is just an idea I've had and I'm formulating it as I speak to you. So if we had that list there, for example, my pain has been unbelievably bad. Stress makes my pain really, really shoot up. It also causes IBS, which is awful. And no, there are no there aren't any things that we can do to, all I can do is pray for my dad and pray for my puppy dog and get him the right help and my dad the right help and, sort my car out. But whilst waiting for that to happen, I'd completely forgotten my deep freeze spray. Now, because it's been so hot, and I don't like the deep heat products anyway, let me go and get the can and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm not prepared. I was excited to talk about this because I think it might be something that we can all benefit from. Just bear with. Sorry about that, guys. This stuff. It's the opposite of deep heat. Now they do the patches, this spray which is amazing. They do a gel and a roll-on. All the same thing, but different ways of being able to put it on. I swear by this stuff. Does it stop my pain? No. Does it help? Yes, a lot. Now, I made a few ideas, but I thought this was something we could maybe work on, and if you wanted to pop into the comments things you do, they may be helpful to the rest of us here. So, as I said, stress makes my symptoms. It's like a flare. It's like having a flare, but it's whilst the stressful time is going on. So it's slightly different than a flare. So the first one, which may sound absolutely stupid and absolutely ridiculous, but when you're trying to get through to someone on the phone to speak to about a loved one, or you're trying to get through to the vets, or you're trying to get through to sort your car out, and nothing, it's all not working, just stop and take a breath. One of those real deep ones. In fact, take a couple and just be, just for a short while. And it's amazing how much that can actually help. I know I bang on about yoga, the reason I do is it's so good. Now, I mostly just do stretching now. I've still got my yoga mat from the 25 years that I did yoga for. I've still got the same mat. So when my back is so bad, I am near to tears, as I have been this last week. I will get my mat out and lay on it, bring my knees up into my chest and just rock myself. I know some of you can't get onto the floor, you've told me, so that's something we can think on about. What other yoga type things can we do sitting or standing? I don't know, you've probably not gone back and watched all of my videos. I mean, I wouldn't wish that on any of you, but I did do a video about stress, and I put breathing exercises in there. I don't know what the actual name of it, but do what I call the 5 rule. You know, when it's dangerous doing it off the top of my head, when you name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, and it goes all the way down. I'll try and put one of those cards up, or I'll come back at the end of the video and add on the 5 rule. It's seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, and another one. But just sitting and doing that can really focus your mind back. Now, my ADHD really troubles me because my brain is like a washing machine on full speed of spin all the time. And just taking a minute to maybe do the 5 rule. I will put at the end what they are. Put at the end of this video what the 5 things are. I find that one quite a good one just to stop and do. Laugh. I know. Try to remember things that have made you laugh. I was moaning to my wonderful health visitor after having my first baby that I couldn't get into this pair of trousers that I absolutely loved. Randomly enough, they were a zebra print, and I said, they're so tight, I can't breathe. And I mean, this is 26 years ago, but I remember her saying to me, breathing's overrated. And it just really gave me a giggle at a time when I needed it. So perhaps remembering jokes, or going onto YouTube and looking up a comedian you like listening to. Excuse me. So laughter does bring the stress levels down. Now, all these things are probably going to help in the short term, but there aren't any hard and fast rules about. A doctor will just say to you, go and exercise and counselling. That's all I ever hear. Exercise, counselling. I cannot exercise anymore, and I've had more than enough counselling. So can you add to this list that we've got? Are there things you use, you do, when you're, I guess, at a crisis point almost, and your symptoms are going crazy, and sometimes we don't even put those together? Sometimes we're so stressed and so worried with everything going on, and it may be your fatigue gets an awful lot worse rather than your pain. And we're thinking to ourselves, why has my pain gone through the roof? Why has my fatigue got so much worse? It's because we're going through that stressful period. So, as I say, I would love it if we could all together work on a list that I could then put up on a video, and you could screenshot and look at it on your phone or whatever, you know. I'm jumping ahead of myself, but hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from. With ADHD, I need to get the idea out of my head, because I then forget. Well, I don't forget. I lose the when I've got a lot going on, I find it hard to get in front of the camera and talk to you all. I love you all to pieces. You are my family, but I do at times, and I can't force it. I've tried. I've thought, it's been a long while, I must make a video. I must make a video. And I've sat down, put the camera on, and I've just sat there. So this is where I wanted to get this idea out of my head. And let me know what you think. The 5 rule is just what you can see, what you can touch, what you can smell. See, touch, feel, smell. Somebody will fill me in on what the other one is. So I'd love to know, what do you do to help yourself, if anything, when you're struggling? And what are your thoughts on this video? What do you think about my light bulb moment? I think I've mentioned everything. I've got breathe, yoga, stretching, 5 rule, laugh, and listening to music. I would avoid sad music maybe, but maybe some joyful music. Or I'm an absolute Elvis Presley music lover. I love his music so much, and my daughter bought me the CD, and I love to listen to that, and that always helps my mood, which in turn helps my stress levels. So I hope all this makes some sense to you. If you would like me to do a live, it's currently coming up for 5:30 Saturday. If you want me to do a live tomorrow and you're going to be around, please let me know, and we can do a live together, and maybe we could discuss this subject then. Okay guys, so I hope you're all as well as you can be. Puppy dog is sleeping, so I don't want to disturb him. I just want you to know that I think about you all every day, and you're all really special to me, and thank you for supporting my channel and being here. Or should I say our channel? Right, this is slipping off my lap. So, namaste, my gorgeous friends. God bless. Take care. And I will see you all soon. Bye now.